What's up, Overwatchers? Twin Sanity here, and I got these hot Overwatch comic BPHDC combo packs. You get a BPHDC backpack hanger dangler clip and a comic book comic. Now, I don't know anything about Overwatch except that Tracer meme. I want to be Tracer. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to read these comics, and I might end up being the biggest Overwatch fan. Well, first of all, I'm not even a gamer. You know what I'm saying? So you could still capture my attention if you got wicked cool looking characters, like this guy called Reinhardt. He looks pretty dope-alicious. I want to be Reinhardt. But what's his backstory? You know, can you capture my attention without a video game? Maybe you put some analog product out, like a piece of paper with words and images on it. Will I fall in love with Reinhardt? Or will it be McCree that steals my heart? Or Torbjörn? Oh man, we going after that Nordic fan base. Torbjörn. Oh man. Dude, wow, so much knowledge, so much fascination in store with Torbjörn Jr. Oh, he comes from the fjords of Sweden. Svenska. Oh, which one do you think I'm going to fall in love with? If you're down with the Team Insanity, you know my preferences. I'm down with the robots and monsters and zombies and freaking mutants. But I'm gonna read them. I'm for real gonna read them comics. This is a two-parter. I'm gonna read the comics. Stoop. I don't care. Whatever it takes. However long it takes. Soldiers, scientists, adventurers, oddities. I'm down with soldiers. Scientists are cool. Adventurers, very cool. Oddities. I'm probably gonna side with the oddities. The most odd of all the characters in Time of Global Crisis and Energy Task Force. The heroes band together, restore the peace of war torn Overwatch. Woo! Wow. Comic book BPHDC backpack hanger dangler clip, aka Christmas ornament. You know, am I gonna love this property so much I end up with an Overwatch Christmas tree? And by the way, these are only $4 down at your Tuesday morning. Heads up, but you ain't got a Tuesday morning because you ain't in America. Maybe check out any of these other countries because they going hardcore. Blizzard put 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 languages on that. Look at that. Just to say 15 up. If you ain't 15 up, you can't read these comics and you can't have the BPHDCs. It's very unfortunate. But if you're 15 up, you can get down to Tuesday morning. Wow, look at those guys. Do I want to be Tracer, Torbjörn Jr., McCree, or Reinhardt? For real, I'm gonna read these comics. 1, 2, and 6. Uh-oh, I gotta find 3, 4, and 5. Are they awesome, dope characters? Okay. Shout out to Robert Brooks, Bingow, Matt Burns, Nessa Kakikan, Mickey Nielsen, and Gary Shuko. I'm going to read these comics, and I'll come back. BRB! Okay, so it's been like a week since I looked at the figures, but I did read of the first one. McCree, this one's called Train Hopper. So McCree, there's this bullet train. It's in the United States because it goes coast to coast, but it's going to Houston. All right, but anyway, my man McCree, he's on top of the train. All right, but then the train, pew gets attacked by these helicopters, and then McCree he swings inside, crash. He's in the train now. He starts shooting these terrorists. They're like, what the? And then McCree. He's like, bam, bam, pow, pow, bam, 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 blash, swish, rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-la-la-la. They're calling for backup, the terrorists, but they get no backup. And then he's like, oh, surrender. And then they're like, oh, open because the terrorists, they were here to get this MacGuffin. And then McCree's like, oh, open the door, let's see what they were trying to get. And then McCree just kicks it out. He's like, I'm willing to let them have it. He just kicks it out, and then it's like, are we in Houston yet? And then I forgot the end. It's like it's been a long day. he's like, I don't know. He's a fugitive cowboy. He's real cool. I'm real excited to have read this. Later. So I finally read the second comic as promised, and it's been like 2 weeks now, but I read it, and this one features Reinhardt. Okay, this one's called Dragon Slayer. So Reinhardt's like this burly Ron Perlman looking dude, and he's traveling with this little girl, and he just wants to get a currywurst. He really wants to eat a currywurst, but this is like post-apocalyptic something or other. And they come upon this town where these thugs, they're like shaking down the mayor for some money, or I don't know, supplies. And then Reinhardt's like, oh, you better back off or I'm gonna kick your butt. And he's like, thwack, boom, pow, thwack, get in there. And then click, shroom, boom. But see, there was like these graffiti of dragons, and then they figured that's the name of the gang, right? But then Reinhardt, he finds this battle suit. It's like antique, old-timey battle armor. And he's like, I can, with the help of that girl, he's like, I could get it working again. So, his robot-looking exoskeletal mech is like, it's like battle armor. It's like, everything nowadays is like a little bit futuristic, but a little bit throwback at the same time. So the next thing you know, boom, turns out there's real dragons, all right? So he's got to take down the dragon. He takes down all the bad guys. Wham! Foosh! Whoosh! Crack! Whir! Crack! And then he's like, those people won't be troubling you again. And and then the girl took the time to put a little suit on a little Reinhardt, a little lion, stuffed animal to give to this tiny infant girl. And then they're like, oh, let's go get that currywurst. Alright, sorry it's taking so long for me to get through these comics, just been way busy. But this is number 6, but it's the third one I got featuring those figures. But this is a Torbjorn, and this was called Destroyer. And this guy, he's in the sewer. This is how we're introduced to Stormbjorn. He's in the sewer. He's like checking through the sewer, and then it turns out, post-apocalyptic, super mech. And he's like, look, people are tiny compared to this. Look how tiny the people's is. But he climbs out the sewer, climbs up onto the foot, climbs inside of it. All right, he's inside this thing now. There's drones inside the mech. Swoop, push, bang, and then this guy says, he's on surveillance. Some dude's like, Torby, what are you doing here, Torby? So it's like, only my friends call me. By the way, he's talking to himself the whole time. All this is just a monologue. There's nobody else there. Okay, but anyway, this dude's like, stink tank, rat-a-tat-a-tat-tat. And it turns out, Stormbjorn used to design these. He used to manufacture these things for the cause. Like when these power mechs, whatever they're called, were preserving the species. When they were on the good side of things. But then this bad guy, he repurposed one. Boom, boom. Oh, Armageddon. And then next thing you know, here's the guy. So the guy, he knew him back in the day. But look, face off. But at least, yeah. And then we'll take that, buddy. They're machines. No empathy, acting on logic, and then he takes down the big old mech. He toppled a destroyer of worlds. That's my man. Torbjorn concluding. I read all 3 Overwatch comics. What a day.